It's the BP Show, it's the BP Show, it's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
And welcome back to Heritage Financial Park on this fine Tuesday evening as the start of a new series, the final homestand of the season between the Jersey Shore Blue Claws and the Hudson Valley Renegades. This is the BP Show. He's Joe Facile. I'm Thomas Cinzarella. Renegades coming off a road trip in Wilmington, Joe, in which they got a couple of new additions as well, the likes of guys like Cole Gabrielson, Yorlene Calderon, and Cam Schlittler got the promotions from Tampa, and also an old friend in TJ Rumfield, minor league rehabber.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But first things first, we need to acknowledge the most important thing, which is this is the last homestand of the regular season. Let's forget about talking about the new guys for a second. We got to appreciate this, right? It's the last line in Ferris Bueller, right? If you don't stop to, life happens pretty fast. If you don't stop to take a look around every once in a while, you might just miss it. We're moving pretty fast here. We need to take a minute, look around, and appreciate that this season is already in its final 6 games, and how unbelievable that is. The playoffs are right around the corner.
Playoffs?
The Renegades are in the playoffs.
You kidding me?
They won the – no, I'm not kidding you. They won the first half, so they're in. Game 1 on the road. We don't know where yet. Could be against the Jersey Shore Blue Claws, tonight's opponent. Could be against the Brooklyn Cyclones. The Greensboro Grasshoppers are not mathematically eliminated yet, so it could be them. We don't know. That's what's so fun about this last week. It's all up for grabs still. Game 1's on the road, then Game 2 and 3, if necessary, of the best of 3 North Division Championship Series are here at Heritage Financial Park Thursday the 14th, Friday the 15th, if necessary. Fireworks on Thursday.
Ooh.
Rally towel giveaway on Thursday, presented by our good friends over at SoFi. Free parking throughout the playoffs as well, presented by SoFi. It's really great. Tickets available. But anyway, all of that is to say that this is the final homestand of the regular season, which means we're down into single digits, even if the playoffs go the distance. We're down to single digits in terms of how many BP shows we've got left, and so we really got to savor the flavor of the BP show, our first post-Labor Day BP show. It is hotter than the surface of the sun out here.
It is.
It's also hotter than the surface of the sun in the booth as well, so it was a lose-lose situation.
Might sweat out a few pounds today.
But it's been a fun ride, and like you said, in Wilmington, couple of new faces. Cole Gabrielson's been playing center field pretty much every day since he came up. He's done a nice job defensively, couple extra base hits, including a home run in that series as well. TJ Rumfield on a minor league rehab. It's getting towards the end of that, so it should be fun to see TJ backing at him, and he's not in the lineup tonight. For all I know, by the time that this BP show actually plays, he may be off his rehab and reinstated to the Somerset Patriots. For all I know. I mean, we're recording this at about noon. Spoiler alert. This is Inside BP show stuff. Today's show is not live.
It's cooler now than it would be at 5 p.m. as well.
Not only that, but there's less going on behind us. You might have been able to tell. There's nothing there. There's no BP.
Hence the show.
But yeah, so it was interesting. Yerling Calderon going to start tomorrow for the Renegades. And Cam Schlittler looked like a really good curveball at a Schlittler on Saturday. So some new faces, some new names to get used to. Lord knows I'm still getting used to them. And So I just wanted to appreciate that we are down
every single day, every single one of these last BP shows.
This is our last T-shirt Tuesday of the year, the last one. So the last chance for the first 1,000 fans through the gates to get a free T-shirt from Heritage Financial Credit Union.
Yeah, we'll get you a look at that later in the show, as well as the last Renegades road trip of the season, which they were down in Wilmington. Unfortunately, it was a losing series for them, dropping 4 out of the 6 games, but all came down to Sunday. Renegades said they had one back to try to split the series, and unfortunately, Blue Rocks 5-3 winners. Take a look at some of those highlights from Sunday night, right before Labor Day. It was a 6:35 first pitch. Not your afternoon affair. Barron Stewart got the ball, and Wilmington got on the board in the bottom of the 4th inning. Matt Suggs just really the one mistake pitch that Barron Stewart, who pitched better than I think the line, ended up giving up 4 runs in 5 2/3 innings, but just the one home run ball, a couple strikeouts here for him. And then in the 5th inning, just continuing on to do that, where Wilmington got that last run of Jared McKenzie, solo home run on a ball out into the twilight sky in right center field, and 4-0 Blue Rocks just like that.
Yeah, the 2 home runs given up by Stewart on Sunday really kind of altered his pitching line. He was great. A big ground ball pitcher throughout the game. Meanwhile, top of the 6th, there's Ben Cowles. 2-run triple into the deep gap in left center field. It's over 400 feet to the wall out there. Cowles speeding around, 2 runs in to score. Renegades got a little bit closer. Later in the inning, TJ Rumfield, a little sacrifice fly to right to score Cowles, and went from 4-0 Wilmington to 4-3 real quick. Renegades on the comeback trail.
And really, Kyle Luckham allowed just 1 hit until that 6th inning, which Kyle Battle, batting 9th, started off that inning with the single, and then back to Barron Stewart. There's the last out, and then Joel Valdez comes in the game. Goes an inning and a 3rd, then Shane Gray would polish off a scoreless inning. But Wilmington got on the board with this base hit off the wall in deep left field. ground rule double. I think is what it ended up being.
Yeah, it was back-to-back ground rule doubles
right,
for
yeah.
Wilmington that outplayed a run against Valdez in that 7th inning. But Joel was really good. He had a nice series
He did,
in
yeah.
Wilmington. Gave up a couple of runs his first appearance, but pitched a lot better than that. Then in the ninth, Todd Peterson on for the save. Gets the strikeout to end things. 5-3 final down at Judy Johnson Field on Sunday.
Indeed, it was. And so that was the first series this year the Renegades lost to Wilmington. I mean, they had played great against them, still won the head-to-head in the series, but had a chance to split the series. Unfortunately, came out on a much improved Wilmington roster as well, lineup-wise, at least 1 through 9. Well, today, though, is start of a new series, as I mentioned, taking on the Philadelphia Phillies, high affiliate. So the Renegades will send left-hander Brock Selvage to the hill, goes against the left-hander Gabriel Cotto for the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. So both those guys pitched a few weeks back at Heritage Financial Park when the Blue Claws and the Renegades faced off. And Selvage this season with Hudson Valley making his 8th start, 3-1 win-loss record, a 3.96 ERA, currently the number 13 prospect in the New York Yankees system. And he goes against Cotto, who's coming off his best month of the season, month of August, 3.75 ERA, and gave up just 2 runs on 6 hits in 5 innings in that start against Hudson Valley. So a few lefties and a few familiar faces as well for both sides. Talking about promotions of the night, you mentioned Final T-shirt Tuesday. Oh, we had to let everybody know what it looks like at home. So here we are. It's got great friends at Heritage Financial Credit Union, so it's Renegade.
Yeah. Looks like old style,
Yeah.
like an old style shirt.
I like it. I do like it. So first 1,000 fans, and of course, Heritage Financial Credit Union on the back. So if you're watching this at the ballpark, you probably already have yours, but if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, get in line. It's the last one. I think one of my favorites as well. So that is
Yeah, you can round out your collection, get all 9.
exactly. Make it a perfect for those at home that like to collect. I see a couple down in public, so I know there's some collectors out there. When I go out grocery shopping or out for a run or something like that, see a couple of them once in a while. Renegades are around. It's also
Taking over all over the
they're
place.
taking over Wappingers Falls and all of
The whole
county.
Hudson Valley,
Yeah.
not just Wappingers. We got Beacon. We got Cold Spring. You want to go down to Putnam County. We got Poughkeepsie.
Mm-hmm.
All the area. Pleasant Valley. You name it, they're there.
Heard they're leaking into
Other
Connecticut.
side, Newburgh, Kingston, Highland,
Mm-hmm.
all those places.
Renegades territory.
All over Ulster County. All over Orange County.
They got Renegades fever
That's right.
because playoff baseball's coming.
What happens when you sit out in the sun too much?
It's also football night at the ballpark, which it was started college football on Saturday. NFL football starting off on Sunday as well. And so, wear your favorite football team jersey. Guessing you'll see a lot of Jets and Giants jerseys. I don't know if Patriots will be welcomed here or
No.
any Ravens jerseys or Eagles. I don't know.
Why
Fans-
Ravens?
fans
Ravens
everywhere.
is a weird one to throw.
Oh,
into
just
the
throwing out
rival
teams in the
jerseys.
Northeast. They're trying to find the next closest team. The Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
seen a lot of those in Delaware if we had a football night there. A lot of Eagles.
No, where we were was like
Oh, it's-
Philly
yeah,
territory.
yeah.
That's not Commanders territory.
Yeah.
Philly.
Saw a lot of Phillies gear last week. But I figured to try to quiz Joe Vasile on these baseball players that have a football background. So there's not that many. Major leaguers. Some guys not saying professional wise that played both. I just realized there was one left off the list.
Kirk Gibson.
Well, there you go. There's the first one. That is Kirk Gibson, yes. So perfect 1-0. There he is.
Yeah.
Michigan State. There is no Deion Sanders, by the way.
That's
here.
fine. I don't want the layups.
That's fine. Next one. This outfielder was drafted by the Vikings in 1973, but never played in the NFL. Won a World Series in '92.
I know.
You know it?
Dave Winfield.
Dave Winfield. That's correct.
He
yes.
was actually drafted in 4 different professional leagues. He was drafted in the NFL by the Vikings. He was drafted in the NBA.
Wow.
He was drafted in the ABA, and he was drafted in Major League Baseball.
Wow. How about that? Did not know that. The more you know. So
Yeah.
there's your fun fact. You can quiz your friends with these facts.
He's the only guy to be selected in 4 different
Wow.
professional leagues, major professional.
I was about to say,
leagues.
I don't know if there was like a USFL. I mean, USFL wasn't around then in '73, but that's my initial thought was like one of those other leagues or something like that. This first baseman played quarterback alongside Peyton Manning at the University of Tennessee before winning 3 Gold Gloves, Silver Sluggers, and a 2000 batting champion with the Rockies.
Todd Helton.
Todd Helton, yes.
Yep. Backup QB.
I always like seeing baseball players with a football background, too. We had a guy when I was in Montana was like the 6th-string quarterback for Memphis when he was a freshman, worked his way up. He's like, I'm good. I'm not going to play anymore. But I was just like, it's cool to hear that. And that was in Memphis, was really good. They had Paxton Lynch and all that. And they had Fuente, went to Virginia Tech after when they were nationally ranked. So I was like, man, it's kind of cool seeing 2 sport athletes, and which a lot of these guys were.
What else we got?
This first baseman, DH, originally attended Auburn on a football scholarship before focusing on a baseball career that he went back-to-back AL MVPs with the White Sox in 1993.
Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas, yes. Frank the Tank.
The only one.
Now you see him in a lot of commercials now.
That's right.
So this current Chicago Cubs pitcher had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons as a wide receiver at the University of Notre Dame and was projected first-round pick before focusing on baseball. Pitched for the White Sox and Giants as well.
Current?
I don't know if it is
Current?
I don't think it is current, but
No, this guy hasn't played in 5 years.
yeah,
It's Jeff Samardzija.
Jeff Samardzija.
This is, what year are these questions from?
I don't know.
Jeff Samardzija retired in like 2017.
Hey, he's still kicking around somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Notre Dame, big win this week. I think they played Tennessee State.
Yeah, they really challenged
win.
themselves. Navy and Tennessee Tech. Oh gosh.
This left fielder, first baseman, DH as well, had a scholarship for the play at University of Texas for the Longhorns, playing at Alabama this weekend, by the way, to play quarterback before focusing on a baseball career that would lead to 462 career home runs, but also set a single-season strikeout record.
See, this is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough one.
So he's an immaculate grid answer today you could use if you...
I haven't played it, so I don't know. Dave Kingman.
There's not. He played for the Reds. There's a big hint of that. Played for a couple teams. Nationals. Adam Dunn. Yeah, it was guy would strike out a lot. There was a big pop in that bat, a lot of strikeouts as well. All right, last one. This 2002 World Series champion and 3-time Gold Glover was a punter for the 94 undefeated Cornhuskers team for Nebraska. Played for the Angels, White Sox, and Astros.
This is Darren Erstad.
Yes, that's correct.
Won Gold Gloves at both center field and first base.
Yeah, not too shabby. So I didn't want to include some of the easier ones. So pretty good there for Joe Facile.
I mean, there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of guys who either were like they got offers to play big time college football coming out of high school, but decided to play baseball, or ones who went on to play college football who then chose one or the other. I mean, then of course there's Bo Jackson, there's Brian Jordan, who was a cornerback for the Falcons and a great outfielder for many years in the 90s. Deion Sanders, guys who played both at the same time. Baseball and football are very, very intertwined sports. There's a lot of guys who play both, and it's easy to see why. They're different seasons, and so you can get you a man who does both.
Biggest thing, and don't overlap in seasons or anything like that.
Yeah.
Especially like if you played basketball and football, like you might overlap a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
And especially, once they realized that, lifting weights was not a bad thing for baseball, I feel like it made it even easier for guys to start crossing over.
I always enjoyed kind of hearing other guys and 2 or 3 sport athletes and what that was like to play. I mean, for the most part, going to my town, everybody played at least 1 or 2 sports. So in high school, that was a lot of guys, if they play one sport, they play at least another one. So always beneficial, and that's why I know not too keen on a lot of the kids now, like just focusing on that one sport. I mean,
Harumph.
To do that, yes. Well, because there's a camp in my town that a good friend of mine, family friend, that founded. It's called 2-for-1 Sports. So life's too short for just one sport, and they have them all over the country now, and I guess international too, from what I hear. Still follow up with it. So just I know a lot of college coaches say, hey, play something else outside of baseball. And obviously here in the Northeast, a little bit limited to playing. You can't play baseball year-round, so a lot of guys will pick something up, which is nice to see. But final segment here on the Renegades BP show. It's the Pick'em contest. Chance for everybody at home to win 2 free tickets to a home game this season. Get them fast while they're hot. As the Renegades close out this season with homestand against the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. For those that know how to play, you got to beat both Joe and myself. You pick 3 players on the Renegades active roster, and only 1 winner per night. And so Joe, numbers from Sunday, it was a low-scoring one, 7-2. Not from this past Sunday, the one before, though. I had Ben Cowles got me to you at Jesus Rodriguez got you 7. Joe wins the month of August, except we also had a 4-way tie for the fans at home. They had all a combination of Ben Cowles and Jesus Rodriguez, so Peter Brzezinski, Tom Rensberger, Richard Lewandowski, and Kyle Young. So, got all 4 names in a little hat here. Might have to wear this afterwards. Keep out of the sun. So, Joe Basile, do the honors and pick a name. Any name. I think he got one. Yep. Who we got?
Kyle.
You won a lot this year. Kyle, congratulations. You won once again. You gotta use those tickets. Oh, good shot. But also, since it's the start of a new homestand, we have to draft our players. So I guess since I lost, I go 1-1.
Spencer Jones.
He was the consensus for the whole season. This is like first one he's not here. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go Jared Cerna.
Anthony Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And Rafael Flores.
I like that. I'm gonna go Jesus Rodriguez and Jared Wagner.
Cole Gabrielson.
Ah, there you go.
X Factor.
Remember, he had a home run in his high A debut, his first at bat in high A. Home run back on Wednesday. So, I like the pick. Hope to see. Everybody at home, put your picks in. We want to hear from you. Chance to win 2 free tickets to a Renegades game. Get them in. But again, today, pitching matchup, Brock Selvage against Gabriel Cotto. And also, T-shirt Tuesday, football night in the ballpark, so a lot going on. Definitely going to come out this week. We have a whole lot planned as well. No Snooki night on Friday with fireworks Saturday.
Cider Donuts Beer Sling giveaway on
yes.
Thursday, the last Cider Donuts game of the season. It's also college night. So that's a big one, too. $1 hot dogs, $2 beers.
Don't got to tell me.
Oh, what else? Free admission for college students with a valid ID on Thursday.
Free
Last
admission,
home
you
game
say?
of the Sunday. Last home game of the season on Sunday. Fireworks Saturday. Fireworks Friday. All of that on Thursday. Tomorrow is a We Care Wednesday. What more could you ask for? Get your butts down to Heritage Financial Park. It's the last homestand of the season. Listen, you don't come now. You don't come during the playoffs. You're going to be sitting there with no baseball here at Heritage Financial Park to watch until next April. So just come.
Listen to the man. The seal of approval. Listen to Joe Basile. Come on down to the ballpark. We want to hear from you, see from you. Renegades Pick'em contest, see you at the ballpark. But, yes, looking forward to seeing you here tonight and throughout this week. That's going to do it for the BP show here tonight. He's Joe Basile. I'm Thomas Zinsrell. See you back here tomorrow. Jersey Shore Blue Claws, Renegades, coming up next.
It's the BP show, it's the BP show, it's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.